Hi there, we warmly welcome you to our channel. Now, today's topic covers everything about the motocross rider's salary. How much do they earn per year? Do pro motocross riders come with an average salary? How much do they get for first, second, and third place? Who owns whom? What are the requirements for riders to get sponsorship deals? And much more interesting questions. Ready? Let's dive deeper into the world of motocross riders. Professional motocross riders are considered outstanding athletes, with exceptional physical abilities, endurance, and competitive instincts, among other talents. Motocross racing can pay a whopping amount of money to champions, making it a super attractive option for amateur riders ready to move up their career ladder. But in this sport, your salary depends on a lot of things, and if you're not in the right place at the right time, you can earn much less than you might have expected. Motocross riders get their earnings from different sources, such as sponsorship deals through bike producers like Kawasaki or Suzuki. If you are truly a talented rider who earns the top spot on a preferred bike several events in a row, your chances of earning much more money than those who finish second or third place grow significantly. When a motocross rider pulls the championship spot for the entire season, they can get a bonus of up to $1 million from a bike company. How? Simply by putting their logos on the bike or winning the race on the company's bike. There is a purse for each race that's divided among the riders based on their place. The winner gets the larger part of the purse, while the rest of the spots get a percentage of what's left. Thus, the last place gets the least amount of the purse. Let's speak in numbers. Imagine that the total purse is worth $17,000. The first place gets $13,000, the second place gets $7,000, and the rest of the 22 riders get what's left. Isn't it an amazing motivation to become a winner? Of course it is. Oh, and yes, the last place gets only $1,500 for the race. When it comes to manufacturer-sponsored rides, the manufacturer becomes your sponsor, and you become a part of its racing team. In such cases, riders are paid in 12 equal monthly installments, plus bonuses for winning and championships, and travel reimbursements. Usually, manufacturers provide you with at least 2 bikes to use, a bike for racing and a bike for practice. However, when you are in a team, there are a lot of rules and restrictions placed on you. For example, as a rider, you agree to allow the team to use your name and likeness to sell, promote, distribute, advertise, or license any team products. Also, the team does not need the rider's agreement to use his image or likeness, and the rider waives any rights to royalties or residual monies. Additionally, these rights shall survive the termination of the contract. What's more, the rider shall not sign any contingency, promotional, licensing, or sponsorship agreement without the approval of the team. Any contracts that the rider enters into that are inconsistent with the team's shall be considered void. That's how it works in manufacturer-sponsored rides. Top racers also earn money by endorsing products from different companies. There's no standard payout for such things, and the amount of money is discussed between the company and the agent. But top racers can earn millions from product endorsements in cases it is for the team or approved by the team. Factory team riders must also devote 35 days per year to advertise the company through autographs, corporate events, or commercials, clearly stated in the team contract. If a rider does not agree, they get a fine. Interestingly, the amount of money you earn for winning the race depends on the bike make or size. For instance, if you race without sponsorships and you're on a Kawasaki 450cc bike, you can win up to $50,000. Yet, on the same motorcycle make, but it's a 250cc engine, you would win $28,000. A motocross rider's salary also depends on where he places in the race. Let's explain it to you. If a rider takes 10th place for almost every race, they're going to earn $52,700 in bonuses and prizes. But if a racer wins every race of the season, he could win more than $200,000 for the year. Feel the difference? Top competitors like James Stewart and Chad Reed typically make well over $1 million a year in prize money alone, excluding commercial sponsorships. At the 2018 Monster Energy Supercross Series, the purse payout was a total sum of $86,807 paid to the riders. Top rider Marvin Musquin won $12,000. One more example. A rider that finished first in every 2015 AMA Supercross race would have won $205,000 in prize money while earning $1,700,000 in factory bonuses and $1 million in a championship and $100,000 Feld Entertainment bonus. In one season, a racer could earn over $3 million. When it comes to a factory team, the top 3 racers earn between $6 and $10 million. Still, most racers earn notably less than that and can discuss their private details with competing businesses for endorsement deals. Monthly salaries. Do you think a motocross rider has an average monthly salary? Well, that's not true. The rider's salary, also known as base compensation, is paid in 12 equal installments at the end of each month. It can start at $20,000 per month and go up to as high as $100,000. However, this amount of money is on the low end for the professional sport, since athletes in other sports can earn significantly more than that per game. But what's more, you, as a rider, can be fired. The rider can be terminated with just 5 days' notice for breaching the contract, failing to take part in scheduled events without just cause, or being convicted of involvement in a felony. If a rider breaches a contract item in any way, they can be fined up to $25,000 per time. The rider will also have 30 days to cure any breaches of contract, but there is no grace period for law violations. If the rider is injured to the extent that he can't participate in a race, the contract will be terminated if he cannot start the next season's events. And if the rider is fired for any of the above breaches, he will not be paid past the termination date. But let's remember that a motocross rider is not an employee, but rather an independent contractor, which means they must buy their health and accident insurance, pay themselves for any emergency room costs, and are not paid any workman's compensation. However, the team provides a professional mechanic during races for each of the riders, a practice bike, and the title, so riders can keep in shape and keep their skills active. While riders don't have insurance through the team, other benefits may exceed the disadvantages of racing with a team. If a rider does not want to compete on a team, they can participate on their own. Thus, they control their careers and off time compared with being on a factory team. When riders are on a team, they can't do certain things without breaching part of the contract. But when riders are on their own, they have the freedom to do whatever they want within particular limits. These riders are named privateers, since they are not team racers. Their earnings are often limited to prize money from racing. However, if they are really talented and gain the attention of specific companies, they might become celebrity endorsers for products. The next question is, where do these riders get their bonuses? In fact, riders get bonuses from several different sources, including sponsors who display their logos on the bikes. A privateer racer can contract with a few sponsors to display their logos on a bike during races. Each bonus then plays a role in the overall earnings for the race. For instance, Ryan Villopoto earned more than $700,000 for the 2014 season, but only $100,000 of that amount came from prize money. The rest, well, that came as bonuses from sponsors. Now let's take a more in-depth look at how much money the top riders make. While the average annual salary is $85,000 for motocross racers, many racers find that they can make a lot more money through endorsements, team racing, and other promotional activities. Riders also earn bonuses to the tune of $100,000 for first place in a race. If, to put everything together, the top earners can make quite an insane amount. However, taking part in a race can eat away at the rider's salary. If a racer takes the last place in every race, they may not be able to afford all the expenses from racing and motocross competitions. Costs may range from buying and maintaining a dirt bike, to buying gas for the motorcycle, to miscellaneous expenses like food and lodging while going to events during the racing season. What is a dirt bike? If you don't ride for a factory team, you've got to buy a dirt bike, which can cost at least $1,500 or more for a 2-stroke engine and more for a 4-stroke engine. If you want to buy a new one, be ready to pay several $1,000s more. Once you buy a bike, there are the added costs of maintenance, repair, storage, and transportation to and from any events. Bike maintenance includes regular oil changes, air filter and oil filter changes, and tire maintenance. If you ride a factory team bike, then this one is going to be used for racers professionally, and it's going to be kept by the team. But if you're riding as a privateer, you need to take care of maintenance costs before, during, and after the race. Any of these costs can quickly eat into your prize money, and if you place low in any race, you may end up paying more for racing than what you actually earn. Safety gear is something that you can spend quite a lot of money on as well. Buying a high quality helmet with the correct safety certifications can cost $100 or more. The AMA has specific gear standards that you must adhere to, or you will not be able to ride. The helmet cost should not be skimped on, as this is what's going to protect your head and neck. Boots can cost anywhere from $120 to $400, while kidney belts, elbow pads, knee pads, and goggles can significantly all add up and eat away at your money. Let's wrap everything up. Top motocross riders can make millions of dollars if they are talented and have the right agent. Most of the time, racing with a team can bring them more money, but sometimes they may earn more on their own than with a team. However, a team can provide consistent income even in the off-season, while racing privately earns the racer money only during the racing season. This sport is quite expensive and dangerous. However, you can earn a whopping amount of money and become famous worldwide. Many opportunities to make a lot of money exist, but you need to know how to get it without breaking any contracts. Thank you for watching the video. We hope you found it pretty informative. Stay safe and we'll see you in the next one.
Listen.